The stream has started. And of course, we end at, fuck, what actually happened previously. Alright, picking a fight. Neat. So I've got some epic options. Natsuki, who, technically started the fight. Yuri, who, epically made the fight worse by, well, by talking about how great she is, but how fucking awful Natsuki must be because they have different writing styles. Or I could ask Sayori to help, well no, I ain't no fucking pussy. So Sayori's out, based purely on the fact that that would be offloading my issue onto someone else. I have a save point here, so I can come back and change my mind at any given moment. I just really didn't like how Yuri acted in the entire thing, so Natsuki gets the victory here. Yuri, you're really talented. Well... But Natsuki has a point. I think that I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. Yeah, exactly. There are different artistic styles, and you clearly just went, nah, I disregard that. Natsuki said that she didn't like the style, but she didn't go... Well, actually, no, she went, let me give you some pointers. It wasn't, like, a good thing that Natsuki did, but fucking... She didn't go, oh yeah, my style is perfect. Oh no, you're both pretty fucking bad, if I'm being honest. It lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, just don't act like you're so smug. It did, didn't it? Shut up. You're just going to make this situation worse. Aha! Seriously, please, stop. Oh, I'm starting to regret this choice already. Shows how much you know. That's not Natsuki. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. You were both mean to each other. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a very personal thing, and showing it can definitely be hard. Yeah, so accept each other's flaws. Stop being so mean. I also don't know why Monica wasn't a choice, you know, as the club leader. She probably should have done something. Or is she so depressed because both Natsuki and Yuri told her to butt out? It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so, you don't need to feel threatened. Yes, I have to confirm that Sayori agrees with what I said. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Ah! Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Not as much surprise as the fact that no one stabbed each other in the short exchange I just had with them. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that, barely audible. Don't worry, you two can go back to fighting. I have a fight to pick with the main character. Yuri? Yuri looks at me dejectedly. Yeah, disappointed that you backed up Natsuki. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. No? What? What? Why does the protagonist's word have more fucking sway over what Natsuki actually said? Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, protagonist. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about... Natsuki glides around the room. Seriously, there's only 5 fucking people here. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monika look away. But they still listen because, well, it's a small classroom and there's only 5 people. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's where you're gonna start, huh? Not, I'm sorry for the way I acted. Your poem wasn't as bad, I just felt attacked. Couldn't start literally anywhere else. That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah. Yeah, woo! You're so naturally beautiful, Yuri. Woo! We're having a fun time here. Because there is nothing else that could be done. Sayori. I'll go make some tea. Yeah, have fun with that. I was just trying to help you, but just... I mean, we get it. You were just trying to help, but that wasn't it, Sayori. I'm sorry. There were better options. Like, such as not getting involved. Unfortunately, that probably would have been the best option. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I'm sure she didn't. I'm pretty sure she just felt targeted. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, I don't think we'll be past that for at least 24 hours. It's pretty fucking awkward what just happened. Everyone's read each other's poems, right? No. That entire issue didn't just occur because everyone... Actually, I don't know if Monika read everyone's poems, but given the fact that she's the one who starts this conversation, I'd assume so. I hope that was worthwhile for everyone. I'm sure it was. There was nothing more exciting and worthwhile than that interaction. Especially you, protagonist. How the Sure, you know, whatever. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from all the lazing around we got a little too used to. So you admit that your club did nothing. Well, you said it, not me. It's hilarious because you just proved my point. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. The protagonist admits it. No, not at all. Not at all. Yeah, sure, not at all. There's still time before we go home. So we'll all relax for a bit, will we? Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. Such as... So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. So you're telling me that all your criticisms about not knowing what to do for your club, and you just explained it right there in a single text box. Look, I can even go to the history, and look. Oh, I'm disappointed. I disagree, Monica. What about? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing, if you say friendship, I swear to God, okay, thank fuck, is having fun. That's still also cringe, but... You actually seem so fucking dejected, Monica. It's like you didn't want to hear that. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori, and not because she was the only other person to volunteer at first. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. Sure, you see, that's the thing about something as broad as a literature club. You could play a video game, and then you could just claim that you're looking at the narrative. And there you go. What? That's untrue? How the fuck can someone prove that that's not what you're playing it for? You could take a nap to imagine a new world. No one's gonna fault you. No one can claim that that's not what you're doing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Oh yeah, the cupcake and the fight. You forget that you've only been in here for less than 24 hours. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? Sayori thought it was a lot of fun. The game decided it was loading. Yuri thinks that it was worth it, despite the fact that she was a primary player in the pick-a-fight sequence that we just sat through. It was alright, well, mostly, Natsuki proclaims. And Monica decides to not comment about how she felt before asking the protagonist. Yeah, I'd say the same. About what? Everyone had different statements and ideas. So you say about the same as what? It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job of impressing those who I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Protagonist! Ready to walk home? Let's go! Sayori beams at me. Sayori becomes a laser beam and blinds me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. That's because I decided to deliberately neglect her. I can't really say that I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No, no, no! That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. That's weird. I hate to say this, but Natsuki seems kind of confrontational. I promise they're both wonderful people. Oh, I'm sure they are. That epic confrontation showed how great they were. You don't hate them, do you? Haha, that's the joke, I hate everyone. No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, protagonist. It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... does it automatically do some really weird skip bits? Because I'm not fucking pressing anything. Every day is going to be so much fun. You seemed really, like, despondent there for a moment. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Or maybe Sayori isn't pointing it out because she doesn't want to make things awkward for you. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. I want to fight this guy. You're so... This is a human being, not your exposition box. Okay, yeah, let's do this. What is... Yeah, no, Monica can't, like, have anything. I don't know. Why is my poem... How to make an epic poem. Fuck it, you know what? For the next mini game, I know I said this last time. Wait. Google Chrome. Different styles of poetry. Alright. You got a haiku. 5 syllables, 7 syllables. I had plans, but not sure. Okay then, I guess not. No. I know what poetry is. Elements to give it structure. Stanza, the main block of a poem. You know what? Instead of being as slick as this, I'll be less slick. Now, I'll analyze the epicness of everyone else's poems. So, I guess we'll start with Heartbeat. Explode. Excitement. Um, hopelessness. Aura. Bubbles. Dream. The epic title of the game. Universe. Sweet. Fireflies. Special. Anime. Games. Seriously, I have no fucking clue what type of poem this is going to be. Pure. Feather. Waterfall. Starscape. Summer. Charm. There we go. You can tell it's an epic piece of poetry because I slapped random words together. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already, because everything else in this world is so boring and uninteresting that the only thing of value is this club. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the last couple of days. Technically it's 2 days. Well, a couple is usually 2. I wouldn't even say it's 2 days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, protagonist. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Sure. I'm just not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Wow, I guess the protagonist really is dense as a brick. Sorry, has to be simple. There's no other way it could be. There are no layers at all. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. What? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Are you saying that Sayori's trying to extort food out of you? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Ah. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. What? No one asked you to open it. We just said take a look at it. She then turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Yeah, it must be awkward. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. I'm sure you can. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. Well, no, not really. What if Sayori didn't want a snack before? Just saying. So you're either not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Wow. Fucking Detective Conan over here. I give up! Don't make me feel guilty! If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Fuck, where'd you come from, Yuri? Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in a book as always. What? It's a small club room. There are 5 people at max. There's not much to listen to. I wasn't listening or anything. You know what? It was just something in my book. Cap. Yuri! Tell the protagonist let me borrow some money. What? Extortion. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Rude. Did I just... Did you just say that Sayori deserves to suffer? For... Oh, fucking... Just not gonna pretend like I didn't hear that. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. Yeah, Sayori, start laughing away. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. Apart from the part where it ends up being bullying all the time. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. Yeah, fun, that's what we're gonna call it. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, now I have to accept the revolution. I don't think that's the word you're looking for. Yeah, Yuri's right, it's retribution. Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But, you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. I was being threatened. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. No, what? What? That's such half-ass logic. Couldn't you have just, like, asked Natsuki to make cupcakes? Hey Natsuki, I want to try to increase the appeal of the club. Could you make cupcakes? I might be able to get someone involved. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Oh wow, there's a plop sound as well. Ow. What was... a cookie. Sure enough, a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? Yeah, miracles come in the form of cookies that slap you in the face. Is it because I paid my restitution? I don't want to... Actually, that one almost worked. Ah, I was just going to give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, how could you do this? That's so nice of you. I guess having a cookie thrown at your face is nice now. Well, you know what? I guess being nice has changed recently. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. But yeah, because the cookie is the one that did all the work here. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Yeah, it's so good. Stop talking with your mouth full, please. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands around her mouth. I bit my tongue. That's what you get for while talking with your that's what you get for talking with your mouth full. Fuck, I can't speak English. I guess choosing a visual novel is really the worst worst decision I've ever made. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. You already had a fucking cookie, stop. Can I try it? No. Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Does a full Nelson. Ah, jeez! I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. It's a trap, Natsuki! She's gonna take a bite out of the cookie. Yeah. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Rude! Hey! Did you seriously just do that? I'm gonna activate my full power. Ooh. Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. And that's coming out of the youngest member here. Monika, can you tell Sayori... Natsuki looks around. Well, Monika isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, no. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. No, she's secretly scheming to join another club because she realized this one was a mistake. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. What? Say it. She's probably more desirable than than all of us combined. Not according to the game, because there isn't a choice for me to choose anything for Monika. It's true. Excuse me? Well, explosive temper over here. While there is an appeal for it in certain audiences... Oh, who the fuck am I kidding? I have an explosive temper as well. Suddenly, the door swings open. It comes off the hinges and flies at somebody's head. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Yes, we were. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Yeah, Monika's confusion is obvious. What are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Ah, never mind that. What? No, Sayori just accused Monica of having a boyfriend. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. And it's such a hilarious moment. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Just casually practicing piano. I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. Yeah, apart from the piano. Monica just does everything. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. Ooh, that's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Yeah, 'cause there's a fucking piano in the club room. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Seriously, why the fuck does Monica look at the protagonist so much? Woo! Yay! Yeah, hype! Woo! Yeah, it sounds cool. The protagonist would really enjoy it, huh? Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, protagonist. Yeah, fuck the three other people in the room. Only the protagonist matters. Oh no, it's the weird hair. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I'd say. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Frickin' Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Yeah, see, my collection always gets put back properly. That's because people respect my property, Natsuki. You just gotta put up a sign. Or a gun. Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit that you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. What? I guess because this would be based on Japanese culture, I guess that makes sense. Whereas for Western culture, like, a lot of people know that I enjoy manga. How did you know anyway? 'Cause you fucking said it? When asked what you read, you said, manga, I guess. I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. My illiteracy once again strikes back. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. And then she then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right in the middle of the rest. Ah, so much better. What? Oh, that would be so infuriating. Like, a lot of my stuff is already boxed up, and I always make sure that it's, like, organized. Yeah, and I always close the lid while I'm reading. That way I don't notice the one book that's missing. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the whole world. It is. I can actually see one that's missing. One volume, because I couldn't get my hands on it. Yeah, I know that feel. Did you say feel? It's feeling. Oh, it's cringe. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls. Excuse me? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Yeah, hey, I wasn't judging or anything. Yeah, seriously, you can't really judge. It's just a pretty unique title. And clearly the protagonist has never heard of the series. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, protagonist. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. Do we get an actual manga strip? She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah! I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colourful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arms and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling to me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? Protagonist, how dare you? There's one thing that you should never say. It's that chairs would be more comfortable. Clearly, the protagonist has never read a book on the floor. Missing out on an experience, really. I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Oh no, you stood on a landmine, protagonist. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Yeah, that was a mistake. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Yeah, sure, Cap. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? No, I haven't even... Not really. Maybe sometimes after I finish the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Fuck man, you really don't know how to be subtle at all. Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. No, it helps me understand that the characters are going to be fucking lame. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they all get into their... Wait, what? Like when they get into all their backstories. And when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Well, if you've ever seen Dragon Ball Z, where Goku gets revived for 24 hours, and he first meets Goten, that's a touching scene. Because that's a child that spent the first 7 years of their life not knowing their father because he was dead. And was so excited to meet the father that everyone praises as a hero. Sorry, anyway. Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Yeah, because she's... Fucking, you know what? I hate this main character. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? No, I'm with you, Natsuki. I fucking hate this guy. Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just mean that I haven't seen you at your full power. Good save. Ah, this chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? I don't know, a series about parfaits? I couldn't fucking guess. Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't, I was just curious. Does it help, like, enhance the story? Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. No, not really. Your love of either things could help push a further admiration of either substance. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. Again, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. Holy shit. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Fuck, I guess you feel bad for a good chunk of, like, adolescent males that I know personally. Because a good chunk of them got into, like, physically training because of, once again, Dragon Ball. Ah ha ha. Yeah, definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Yeah, exactly. Baking is actually, like, really fun. Not to mention she's good at it, so who am I to judge? Like, I did a lot of baking as well. Oh look, we now get a full render of us chatting with Natsuki. Did they fucking shrink? No, I swear, the way they draw these bodies is so fucking off-putting. Their heads are twice as big as the rest of their body. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? No, it's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. Alright, if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. Cap, you don't have any friends. If you had friends, we literally would have heard about it. The only friend that I can even think of is Sayori. And I mean, I guess you may be partially interested in anime and shit, but I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? You don't share your manga with your friends? No. It is kind of hard to bring up. Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like, you can see how the club members react to Natsuki's enjoyment of manga. Monica treats it as a joke. Yuri is completely dismissive of anything that Natsuki does because she thinks that Natsuki does it to be girly. And, well, Sayori is the only one who I haven't actually been able to understand what her opinion on Natsuki's tastes are. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think that manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them all being like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are into it also. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, it's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep them in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. That's what I mean! Oh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, it's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her fingers on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I could totally understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. Yeah, well, you can tell that Natsuki kind of feels isolated, and that getting close to someone is a bit difficult. I actually do feel really bad for Natsuki. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought of it makes me smile a little to myself. Alright everyone, are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on, could your timing be any worse? Sorry, just gotta make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. So we had a moment with Sayori yesterday in game. Today was Natsuki, so tomorrow in game is probably Yuri or Monica. Uh, Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, I guess we'll stop here for now. I closed the book and handed it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but... Monica just said, don't be dumb, just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't really plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish it if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start reading the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow. I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. What? Couldn't you just read it in the morning? Don't you have to bring it back to school anyway? Couldn't you read it at lunch? This guy lacking some critical thinking skills here, isn't he? But I suppose it's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then, I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. As we hit the poem section, I believe that this will be where we end the stream for today. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you on the next one. I hope you have a great day. I hope that you are with people who care for you. I hope that you will smile. I hope to see you all next time. Good luck, have fun, subscribe, watch my YouTube. Bye-bye. I should also probably say